Well, it's all falling apart in Britain for UK Prime Minister Liz Truss. British Home Secretary Suella Braverman has resigned, which means Truss has now lost two of her most senior ministers in less than a week, both replaced by politicians who did not back her for the leadership. Well, at least there is one Conservative we can rely on still left standing in Britain, and that is, of course, Esther Krakue, who joins us every Thursday. Esther, great to see you. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, tell us what's been happening. We're relying on you to put some sense, make some sense in this British madness. What is going on, Esther?
Well, I'm calling it the COVID bug, the real pandemic, because it looks like the fallout from the ridiculous actions by governments to handle the COVID pandemic is really toppling governments all over the place. I mean, you know, what's happening in Britain is just the tip of the iceberg. But for this side of the aisle, basically, today may very well be Liz Truss's last day. The 1922 committee, which is a committee formed of all the backbench Conservative MPs, are meeting today. It's clear that, you know, there's a huge gap between the Conservative parliamentarians and the actual Conservative member party base, because, you know, they overwhelmingly chose Liz Truss to be their leader and they backed her vision for Britain. But it looks like the Conservative MPs are really not happy with that, and they're doing everything in their power to really change that. You know, Grant Shapps is now the new Home Secretary, who, you know, was a Rishi supporter. And it just looks like the whole agenda that Liz Truss kind of put forth, from the mini budget to, you know, her plans to do with immigration and all of that, has really just been ripped up. The new Chancellor has basically gone back on everything the mini budget said, and it's clear that, you know, it's Rishi's way or the highway. The Conservative backbenchers are just not saying it, but that's what it's looking like. I suspect today will be Liz Truss's last day, and I suspect the Conservative Party are going to put someone a bit tamer as the leader. They already know that their chances of the next general election are effectively shot to hell. So they're just trying to salvage the image of the Conservative Party, because it's very irresponsible to have this sort of carnage when people are really facing a tough time.